Happy almost Thanksgiving, people. It's the holiday where it's it's okay to overeat, nap, then do it all over again, right? I'm excited to kick off this yummy week, and we've deemed it the Week of Sides. All this week, our staff members will teach me to cook their favorite Thanksgiving side dish. Starting off, our executive producer, Joseph Suttner.
Good morning, Amity.
Good morning. So I love that this is your signature dish.
Yes, I brought it to the company potluck many times.
Now, no one has ever heard of a broccoli puff out there, right? I didn't hear about it until you mentioned it.
Well, it's also, I did not grow up with this dish. So about 10 years ago, the first time I went to my boyfriend's family's Thanksgiving, his mom had this dish, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is this magic? And I'm like, it's a broccoli puff, okay. So then, of course, after like maybe 2 years, I'm like, Lori, shout out to Lori, can I please get the dish? And so now, as you can see, I bring it to my friends' givings, I bring it to, the company potluck. Rest is history.
I love it. And I also love that we're giving a little love to the sides, because the turkey always gets,
steals the show sometimes.
But I actually enjoy the sides more than the turkey.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to enjoy this more than any side I've ever had. So let's get to cooking it.
Well, before we do food, drinks are very important around the holidays. So this is one of my favorite holiday drinks. It's just microwaved cider.
Okay.
And then you just add a little splash of a Fireball. And for those who don't know, Fireball is a cinnamon whiskey.
Ooh.
So just a little bit, don't have to go crazy.
I mean, that is
a little more. A little more for you? Okay, there you go. So, yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Let me smell this.
It's just warm and nice.
Oh.
And,
Oh my gosh, it smells like cinnamon apples. Cheers.
Right, isn't that nice?
Okay, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in for that. Although one too many of these, I don't think anything's going to get made.
Of course, drink responsibly, everyone. But, it's tasty. And
it's nice. It's a sipping drink, too. Ooh, I'm so making this.
Yep.
I love this.
Fireball. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, broccoli puff.
Okay.
So we start with, this is basically a broccoli casserole, for those who don't know. So we start with our wet ingredients first. So we need 1 egg.
1 egg.
And then we need, and also this is typically a glutinous dish, but we're making this gluten-free because Amity and I kind of have a hard time with gluten. So this is special. You just have to read your ingredient labels. It's gluten-free cream of mushroom soup. A lot of soups have gluten in it, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's kind of hard to get. It's not the most attractive dish, people, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you're looking at the sausage being made, you think, what?
Yep. Oh, girl. Okay.
Look at that. Just came right out.
There we go. So we've got that soup, and then we also need the mayonnaise.
Okay.
It is about 3/4 cup mayo.
And what kind of mayo did you use? You have this olive oil, whole food?
real
Foods?
basic, best foods, yeah.
Okay.
So then you kind of want to get that going, kind of, fold that together.
Fold it in.
Get it going, just really get in there and, yep.
I'm just trying not to make too much of a mess, you know me.
I do. Okay, so then let's go to our smaller ingredients. So let's do the onion flakes. That's a 1.5 tablespoons. Yep, there you go.
1.5 tablespoons of onion flakes.
Yep.
Okay.
And then to taste, you just want to do salt, because salt is flavor. Don't forget that. So we'll just do a little salt.
Kosher salt's always my favorite, too.
And then we need a little pepper also. It's to taste. And it doesn't call for garlic, but if you like garlic, you could also do that, any other.
Yeah. Sometimes garlic can be overpowering, though.
Sometimes it can.
I feel like
so
with
just,
a dish like this. Okay.
It's up to you. And then, of course, cheese. So it's 2 cups of shredded cheddar. I just buy the pre-shredded kind. If you want to be fancy, you should shred it from a block fresh. You could use any kind of cheese that melts well. Just make sure it's a melting cheese.
You can put as much effort into this dish as you want, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So you kind of want to get that going. Really make sure that's mixed up.
Okay.
All right, and then let's move to the star, the broccoli. So this is a recipe that specifically calls for frozen broccoli.
It has to be frozen.
The recipe from Lori calls for 1.5 bags. I just do 2 bags. I get like smaller bags.
Lori says it?
Yep, then we do it.
Will be.
So then we add that in. Yum. Okay, and then you want to mix that up.
Folding in the broccoli.
Get that nice and coated.
I don't know why you say it doesn't look good. This actually looks delicious.
Well, you love mayonnaise and broccoli.
I will literally stand at my refrigerator and take out broccoli that I've steamed and just put mayonnaise on top like it's an ice cream cone.
It is tasty. We're hearing groans from the staff. They don't like that, but I'm a person that likes that too. So.
Okay. So now that it's all mixed together.
Yep. Okay. So then, do that. Then we've got to go to our dish.
Okay.
Here it is. So,
and you like using a pie dish like
well,
this because it looks kind of nice?
Oh, no, hold on. No, not yet.
Oh!
we gotta spray.
That's
so we'll do that
important.
first. Yep. Get that nice and ready. Okay, now we can do It calls for a 9x9. I use a round one because that's all I have at home. So.
Well, I also think it looks kind of nice. Like every time you bring a dish,
Yeah.
it's always in a 9x9, but this is kind of a fun way of just,
Yep.
you know, classing it up a bit.
Yeah,
with,
so you'll want to just kind of flatten that
yeah.
out.
And so, do you just pop it in like this?
No.
Or,
Well, okay, so the recipe says you pop it in first, let it bake a little bit, but for the sake of TV, we're going to just put the topping on now. So if
Okay.
you want to grab those crackers over there.
Okay. And you use, I see, gluten-free
Yes, I love this
crackers.
brand.
I do too.
So they're a little bit crunchy. So what I do is I blitzed this in a food processor first to get it real fine.
Okay.
And then you just kind of, you know, put it on top as much as you think looks appropriate. Does that look good? What do you think?
Yeah, a little more, maybe.
A little more, a little more?
Just a little around the edges.
There you go. Okay, so
Okay.
that makes a nice crust. And then what you do is I melt some butter,
Yeah.
and then I just kind of, you know,
Dribble it over.
dribble it over. And then,
Not easy to do with breadcrumbs, but
you know,
can
but
see.
it's working though.
Yeah. Just enough. And I like when it globs together. This
Yep,
looks
and then
delicious.
It gets a little, and then I just kind of, you know, go for it at the end and just. So yeah, and then that is it. So then you bake it for 45 minutes at 350 degrees, and then it comes out tasting super delicious. So if you're tired of your sides that are traditional,
I'm
try
making this. I'm 100% making this. I have a question now.
Please.
When you go to the boyfriend's house for Thanksgiving now, did you take over making this?
Oh no.
Oh, Mom still makes it.
Yeah, I just make it on my own because I love it so much, and our family's in Spokane, so you know we just make it now, and it's
I love that.
a wonderful tradition.
All right, so this is it. We are going to have more. We're going to actually have a taste
Yeah,
test
it's
on
going
this.
in the oven, then we'll taste it later in the show.
Yeah, all right. And you are also sharing this on the
Yep,
website.
it'll be online.
I love it. I love it. All right. Later in the show, we are going to have everyone try it, including our production specialist, Derek Price. He is going to be making his own dish,
Tomorrow.
mac and cheese side, that's both plant and gluten-free. Plant-based,
awesome. Okay,
gluten-free.
there you
I
go.
love it. And cocktail from him, too.
I love it.
Cannot wait.